Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're taking a look at your next year 2023 in detail. And to do this reading I have 4 piles for you to choose from today. For pile number 1 we have the rose quartz point, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, we have the Sodalite point, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 4, we have the Dalmation Jasper. Sorry, pile number 3, I mean. We have the Dalmation Jasper, and this is what your crystal looks like. And for pile number 4, we have the Bloodstone point, and this is what your crystal looks like. So, take a look at which one of these 4 piles you're the most drawn to, and that's probably the pile for you here today. As I always say, this is an important reading, and let your intuition go free. You know, if you're only drawn to one pile and you know that's the one, let it follow the way and watch this pile only. If you feel drawn to maybe 2 or several, some of you even surprise me. You know your order to your piles. You're like, I know it's 3, then 1, then 2. You know what you're being called to and what order. And sometimes you just feel called to all of them. Whichever case it is, whether 1, several, or many, let your intuition free. Let it know its way. Follow it, and you'll always be surprised to hear your message. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times, and I'll see you in your readings. Hey pile number 1, welcome to your pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here. Before we begin, let me introduce the cards to you. At the very bottom are the oracle decks that we will be using during your reading, and of course for the tarot, this is the chosen deck, the deck of your choice for this reading as tarot. The way we're going to go about doing this reading is that we are going to be dividing it into 3 parts. We'll divide the year into 3. I like the number 3, and I feel like it's going to give us more months to understand the story and what's going on energetically during that time. So we'll be doing the first 4 months from January to April, and then the second 4 months from May to August, and then the third 4 months from September to December. All right, so now that we've set the intentions clearly, let's get straight to it. And let's start shuffling with intention. For pile number 1, please. What is their year in detail, please, going to be like? 1. Oh, I feel this one and this one. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay. How about we put the third one here for now so that we have space. We can maneuver around the space that we have. Okay, let's pick up the next deck. And again, shuffle with intention. I feel this one, so I'm going to take it. What is pile number 1's year going to be like in detail, please? Oh, this one. Okay. that was quick. Next deck. There, this one. What is pile number 1's year in detail going to be like, please? I feel like it's the middle one. What is pile number 1's year in detail, please? All right, now let's get into the tea leaves. The tea leaf deck is really big, so I'm going to divide it into 3 parts. This way we can shuffle each part of the tea leaf for a part of the year. So what is pile number 1's first 4 months going to be like? Oh, I feel like this one's falling, so I'm going to take it. Second 4 months. And then third 4 months. Oh, this one. Great. Third 4 months, please. Thank you. All right. Now, let's pick up your chosen tarot deck. And we are going to be taking, as we always do, 8 cards for each part of the year. So 1 and 1, 2. Oh, 2 and 2, 3 and 3, 4 and 4. Let's shuffle this again. Okay. What is pile number 1's next year in detail, please? Thank you. Whoa. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3. Now we need 3 more cards. Oh, I feel this one. Take it from there. 1, 2 and 3. All right, so we'll leave your main deck to the side because we may need further clarifications for your reading. This will be the first part of your year, and then this is the second, and this is the third. Let's now put them together neatly. There we go. So your pile is now ready, my dear pile number 1. Let's keep it right there. And let's add your crystal. In fact, let's keep the crystal with the deck. And as mentioned, we'll be using this deck for further clarification during your reading. My dear pile number 1, thank you for spending this time with me. I love you guys very much. So excited to know what's going on in your year. And let's get straight into your reading. Hey pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Thank you for attending or being part attending. Thank you for being part of your pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here. Let me introduce the cards to you. At the very bottom are the oracle decks that we will be using for your reading. And of course, for your tarot, we'll be using the tarot deck of your choice. And the way we're going to do this reading is that we're going to be dividing it into 3 parts. We're going to be dividing the year into 3. I love dividing things into 3s, especially for this reading, because I feel like 4 months will give us enough time to take a look at the events that will be going on during your year. So each pile, as mentioned, is going to be divided into 4 months. So the first pile is from January to April. Second part of your year will be divided into May until August, and then third part of your year will be divided from September to December. All right, now that we've established what we want to do exactly, let's now start preparing your pile and set our intention for this reading. We kindly want to know, please, what is pile number 2's? How about if we go like this and then this? We have space, yeah? What is pile number 3's year going to be like, please? Okay. Now let's pick up the next deck, right? Next oracle deck. This one came out. I'll put it here. And again, shuffle with intention. This again. Oh, and this. All right. Let's pick up the next deck. We kindly want to know, what is pile number 2? Okay, I feel like these are 3. What is pile number 2's 2023 going to be like, please? All right. Okay. Let's now divide your tea leaf into 3 parts, easier to shuffle. We'll use each part for each part of your year. So we kindly want to know, please, what is pile number 2's year going to be like, 2023, please? Second part of their year, please. Thank you. I feel like this is significant. I don't know why. I'm just going to take it. It was popping out. And, thanks a lot. There we go. And third part of your year. Wonderful. So now your oracle cards are ready. Let's pick up your tarot deck of your choice. And as usual, we'll be taking 8 cards. Whoa, I really feel these two. 8 cards for each pile. 2. And these are 2. Right. So now we're gonna go 3, 4. There we go. 5, 6, 7, and are these 7? I got caught up. I wanted to take this card. I'll get to it, but I want to make sure there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we're on the right track. Yeah, that's what I wanted for the 8th. I noticed it. So 8, 8, and 8. Wonderful. So magical, this pile. Kind of choosing itself. Okay, so that will be the first part of your year, second, and that will be the third. Let's now put them together neatly for your reading. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. They're put together. We are now ready for your reading, my dear pile number 2. I feel like this one's a bit slanted. Yeah, that's better. So that is pile number 2. Right, so your pile is ready, my dear pile number 2. Cannot wait to get straight into your reading. I wonder what this reading is going to be about. As I do the 4 piles, I kind of get to understand the general feel of the year for everyone. You know, each pile is usually very different or a lot different from the others, but there's always this general air, especially when we're doing readings about a certain period, where we get to kind of understand the general air of the energy surrounding us during that time. So my dear pile number 2, so excited to get into your reading. Thank you for being part of your preparation process. I always feel it's important. I love to include you, so thank you for being there. Love you guys so much. And let's get straight into your reading. Wishing you the best of luck. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here. Before we begin, let me introduce the cards to you that we will be using for the reading today. At the very bottom are the oracle decks that we will be using. And of course, for your tarot, we will be using the deck of your choice. The way we're going to go about this reading is that we are going to divide it into 3 parts. I'll divide the year into 3 parts. Firstly, because I really love the number 3, 3, 6, and 9, but also because it'll give us a good time frame to kind of see energy forming, you know, events forming during 4 months rather than 3s. So the first pile will be from January to April, second pile will be from May to August, and third pile will be from September to December. Right, so let's get straight into it and start shuffling with intention. Ooh, so I see pile number 1 has already popped up. I can keep it right there. What is pile number 3's 2023 going to be like, please? Thank you so much. So our first 3 cards. Let's shuffle with intention. 1, 2, and 3. What is pile number 3's 2023 going to be like in detail, please? Thank you. All right. What is pile number 3's year 2023 going to be like in detail, please? All right, for the tea leaves, I'm going to divide it into 3 parts because it is a big deck and it's easier to handle this way. Each part will be used for your part of the year. So the first part for the first part, second part of the deck for the second part of your year. Okay, I feel this one, I'm going to take it. And third part will be for the third part of your year. What is pile number 3's 2023 year going to be like? Please. Thank you. Okay, so now we have your oracle cards for the reading ready. Let's now pick up your tarot deck. And we'll be taking 8 cards from your deck for each pile. Oh, thanks. 1, 2, and I feel this one, and 3. And this one, 1, 2, and 3. So what is pile number 3's year 2023 going to be like in detail, please? What is the year going to be like for them, please? All right. So 3, 4. I feel this one. 5. There we go. 6. I feel this one. There we go. 7, and this one. And 8. Lovely. So the 3 parts of your reading today are ready. Let's now put them together neatly. So this will be the first part, this will be the second, and this will be the third. There we go. There we go. So, my dear pile number 3, your pile is now ready. We'll be using your deck during the reading in case we need any further clarifications. We'll always be keeping it to the side, like so, along with the crystal of your choice. And my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for being part of this process, for spending your valuable time with me. I always love your energy and appreciate you. Love you guys so much. You're a big blessing in my life because of your wisdom and your care and your beautiful energy and the kindness that you exude and the kind comments that you leave me. Thank you so much for being who you are and for making it a wonderful community. Love you guys so much, and I'll catch you in your reading. Hey pile number 4, welcome to your pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you guys here and to be part of this process. You know, energetically, in my opinion, I believe it's so important for you to be part of it. That's why I always include it. Also, let me introduce your cards to you. At the very bottom are the oracle decks that we will be using. And of course, for your tarot, we'll be using the deck of your choice. The way we're going to go about preparing your reading is that we are going to be dividing your year into 3. As I mentioned, I love the number 3s, 3, 6, and 9. And I also believe that it's going to be better to divide the year into 4s, like the first 4 months, the second 4 months, and the last 4 months. This way we have more time to see energy forming and allow events to form for us to read it. That's how I see it. And so the way we are going to be doing it, as mentioned, is that we're going to be dividing it into 3 parts, from January to April, and then from May to August, and then the last part will be from September to December. All right, so let's get straight into it, my dear pile number 4. We have 1, 2, is it this one? I think it's this one, and 3. Now, let's get into your next deck. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, next deck. So what is your year 2023 going to be like? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, with the tea leaf deck, I'm going to divide it into 3 parts, much easier to handle, and I'll use each part for its respective pile. Okay, so what is pile number 4's, thank you, 2023 going to be like? What is pile number 4's year, this one for sure, going to be like, please? And And this one, that was easy. All right, wonderful. So, my dear pile number 4, your oracle cards for this reading are now ready. Let's pick up your tarot deck. And as we always do, we're going to be taking, 8 cards for each of the respective piles. So, what is pile number 4's year going to be like, please, in detail? What is pile number 4's year going to be like, please, in detail? Thank you. I feel this one. I'm going to take it. And this one. And this one. Wonderful. What is pile number 4's year 2023 going to be like, please? Pile number 4's 2023, please. Thank you. So, I'm going to take it from the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoa, okay. And 8. Wonderful. Okay, so the 3 parts are now ready. Let's put them together neatly. So that'll be the first part of your year, second part, and that'll be the third. Let's put them neatly together for your reading. There we go. There we go. All right. So, my dear pile number 4, your pile is now ready for your reading. We're going to keep your main deck always to the side in case we need any further clarifications during your reading. You know, if we want to find out more details about something that we've taken a good look at. And other than that, it was so lovely to have you guys here. Thank you so much for being part of your preparation process. It is wonderful having you. I feel your energy. Love you guys so much. Thank you for everything. And let's get straight into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your 2023 reading. So excited to get straight into it. As you can see, during your preparation process, we've divided your year into 3s. The first 4 months, the second 4 months, and the third 4 months. This way we get more months to energetically read what your year is going to be like in detail. Before we begin, I just want to let you know very quickly that there are scammers down in the comment section impersonating me every day. They ask you to call them on their WhatsApp number or email them. Please do know that I never ask anyone to take a personal reading with me or to contact me or anything like that. Okay, so let's now take a look at the first part of your year. My dear pile number 1, what is your year going to be like in detail? So the first 4 months, let's take a closer look at what's going to happen. We have, how interesting. You have the bridge. I need to adjust that. There we go. You have the bridge. Okay. You also have, confession. Kind of looks like bridging something as well. Okay, let's keep it right there. We're gonna be keeping your deck here. You have Saturn in Capricorn with riches. Whoa, pile number 1, that's so cool. Okay, have Horseshoe with good luck. Loving your year already, my dear pile number 1. Yeah, look, it's looking great. You know, in fact, I just noticed, or I actually noticed it before, but I totally forgot about this. The leaves on the trees, they look like lips. So I feel like it's a beautiful part of your year, the first part of 2023. You're really gonna love it. All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards and see what you have. So you have the 2 of Pentacles. You have the Page of Cups. The 3 of Cups. Wow, looks like a wonderful year. Or at least the first part, the first 4 months. 8 of Wands, looking wonderful. Okay, you have the 6 of Cups. And you have the 2 of Wands. All right, let me get your deck in case we need any clarification and start reading right away. So, the first part of your year is looking beautiful, my dear pile number 1. It's full of good luck. It's full of great energy. First and foremost, I do see with the 8 of Wands that the first 4 months of your year is going to fly by so quickly. Also, energetically, the things that would usually take time to complete, I feel here with the tortoise that you're just going to feel that things are going by very quickly. The things that, like I said, that usually take time are not taking time, are finishing up quickly. You're feeling really blessed in terms of getting things done, finishing things. So whatever you start, you feel like you're not only finishing it, because the tortoise is all about slow but steady energy. And so you're steady, but things are moving fast. If you want to finish up any paper, if you started a project, if you started writing something, whatever you're going to start in the first 4 months of your year, you're going to find is getting finished quickly. You finish what you start, and overall the first 4 months you will feel will fly by so fast that you're going to look back in retrospect and think, wow, I can't believe 4 months have already gone by so quickly. Second thing that I'm seeing for you, my dear pile number 1, is that there is a lot of connectivity between you and other people. These could be people that you are already in your life, or they could be people that you are going to be meeting. But overall, I see an extension of hands everywhere. I see that you may be making new connections, forming new connections, or making bonds that are already in your life even stronger. It does show very clearly in your reading that you will be having a lot of fun with people surrounding you. These could be colleagues. These could be new people that you're going to meet. Some of you might even, with a bridge here, be traveling overseas, meeting new people, or just simply traveling, or moving from one department to the other, maybe moving homes. Yeah, there's movement here for sure, a transfer of something. And so through this transfer, you might be you will be meeting new people that you will love to connect with, who will be reaching their hands to you and wanting to get to know you. You'll be intrigued by them. I do see that you come off as someone who wants to connect with other people, but you may be a bit private. So although there are many invitations that you will like later, I do see you in the beginning being quite careful with people, but later on, very quickly, you becoming part of your new society, my dear pile number 1. So that's the first really cool thing. I do want to mention with regards to the new people that you're going to be meeting, or the ones that are already there. With the 6 of Cups, you're forming with them strong bonds, because that's what elephants do. They love their families so much, and they they're always together. They stand together. They grow together. You know, they form a really heartful. Yeah, I think it's called that, a heartful bond between them. So yeah, with the Six of Cups, you're gonna be together with these people for a long time, for the next few years, or maybe perhaps even all your life. And you're forming wonderful connections with these people. It is a time of great luck, especially in the area of finances, and perhaps even work with Capricorn here, my dear pile number 1. You're going to see a lot of good luck in your finances. I see your finances growing very quickly. I see you becoming quite successful in your work, and you're feeling super blessed in this department. It's one of the departments that's going to go very quickly, you know. The Eight of Wands could even be signifying that your finances are maybe going to double or triple or quadruple. There's a lot of riches coming in for you in the first part of your year. A lot of money coming in and a lot of good luck in this area and the area of your work. I do see you, however, balancing something out in the first 4 months. With the 2 coins here, you could be paying off something and you're trying to keep your balance. So perhaps all of this money coming in, the good luck coming in with your finances, maybe you will be, maybe some of you are investing in something, because there's a key here. Some of you may be investing in a home, actually. And so you're being very careful, because now you're taking this money and you are maybe paying off a home or your mortgage. But that's very specific. Maybe some of you are saving up for the future. Some of you are reinvesting this money. You're putting your money somewhere. Maybe also you're paying off all debt. Yeah, I see you being very busy with your money, whatever that can be, my dear pile number 1, whatever that sort of investment is. So yeah, although everything's going great, you're balancing yourself very well, so you don't need to worry about that. In fact, you know, an eggshell is very strong. When it's put in a certain position, you can walk on it because it's something that has to do with the physics law. I'm not really sure what it is. My apologies with that, but I do know that they're so strong in that position, you can walk on them. So, which tells me that although you may have put yourself in a little bit of a risk, you are balancing yourself out pretty well during the first part of your year, making sure you manage your finances in a very wise way. Looks like a wonderful time of your life, my dear pile number 1, the first part of the year 2023 for you. There is a message that keeps popping up in my eye. It keeps catching my attention. And the goldfish to me, and for maybe a lot of people, is 2 things: a short memory and to keep on swimming. So let me reflect on this Page of Cups a little bit, especially that it's falling in conjunction with the Six of Cups and the Two of Wands. Also the Three of Cups. Yeah, give me a second. I see a figure with their swimming suit, but it's in a small bowl. This could signify, with the letters specific, there's a surprise trip perhaps for you. Maybe you are going to go on a surprise trip, but it's a short one, because we did say short memory, right? So it's a surprise trip with these new friends that you weren't expecting. Perhaps in the beginning there is doubt with the Two of Wands with regards to this trip, but you'll find that it will be one of the great decisions that you've done. Somehow it's serving you later on. Maybe during this trip You're forming an amazing bond with a certain soulmate, a certain friend, someone that you may create even business with, who knows. You will be forming a wonderful bond with someone during that surprise trip, during the first 4 months of your year next year. You're going to have a lot of fun in this trip. I do see you doubtful in the beginning, saying, should I go? Should I not go? Is this the right thing to do? But you will go. The door is opened and you will go on that trip. Why are you doubtful here? Why are you going back and forth? Let's figure this out. Because it's really not finances. You will be making a lot of money, but maybe you needed to pay off something. I don't know. Let's take a sneak peek. Why are you doubtful here? Knight of Wands and Ten of Swords. What are you worried about? One more. Chariot. What are you worried about? Knight of Wands. You might have goals that you're going after. Maybe you're busy. Maybe you're busy and feeling tied down with certain responsibilities. You have a lot of goals that you're going after. Yeah. You're going very quickly towards your goals. Yeah, that's what we're seeing here. And perhaps you want to be free. Yeah, you want to fly. You want to be free. You want to go on that trip. But you may be tied down with responsibilities. But here's the thing. You do have the Chariot. So I do see that you will be going along with this trip. We have the Camel, which means that you're going to be very patient. With the Camel, you know, the Camel, very patient energy, which means that you are going to put in the work. Maybe you're going to be patient with regards, maybe postponing some things until you come, or taking things slow. Endurance. The Camel has a lot of endurance. Maybe you will endure some time where you work, finish off your work so that you can go on that trip. Yeah, that could be the thing. You have goals with the Knight of Wands. Yeah. And you're moving, by the way, very quickly with your goals. You want to fly, but you're feeling tied down. And the way you're going to do it is that you will be moving forward, but you will endure your work first. I think you're going to be very responsible. Perhaps try to work in the evenings or something. You're going to manage it. And you will end up, my dear pile number 1, going to that trip. And so this shows the issues in your hand, but also the solution is in your hand. And so you could be looking at, oh no, I'm locked. I have to finish work. I have responsibilities. But then you have the key to fixing this issue, which you will, and you will be traveling, and you will be forming a special bond with someone. This bond is obviously going to differ, and we see that clearly here. Other than the beautiful bonds that you will be forming, there is a unique one that you will be forming. This could be business, like I said. It could be a friend. It could be a romantic partner. It could be someone that you want to hire. It is going to be a special and important bond for you overall, my dear pile number 1. What a lovely 4 months, loving the first 4 months of your year. My dear pile number 1, it's looking beautiful. I see that you're moving into the next phase of your life and that you're going to enjoy it, because I feel with all of the water appearing in your reading, there is enjoyment overall. There is tranquility. There is serenity. I see the waters are very calm for you in the first 4 months. My dear pile number 1, that's the first part of your year. Let me clear this out and check out the second part of your year. All right, let's take a look at the second part of your year, which is going to be from May until August. Let's see what's going on there. I love yearly readings. You have the Poet. Looking wonderful so far. You might actually be writing something. Some of you might be writing something important during that time. Some of you will write something that will touch people's hearts or will be very important in terms of illuminating something. Some of you, right? Let's check out the rest of your cards. You have the Balsamic Waning Air Moon with Concession. Okay. You have, with Concession, before I get to the next card, in conjunction with Poet, you might be responding to demand. You know, you might be writing something or creating something. Do you see with your hands? You might be creating something very important. You know, with the Poet archetype, you're creating something that has an effect on your surrounding. So whether you're creating something in your organization, in your work, or in your own private business, or you're writing something that you want to publish, whatever it is certainly in demand to something. Maybe people are like, you're saying, you're so good at this, can you please create that or write that? Some of you may be requested to work or write something very important that will be very important to your career or your creation. Some of you could be writing your thesis even. It doesn't really, it's not specific is what I want to say, but you will be starting to work on something as a demand, demanded from you or wanted from you. Okay, so you have Jupiter in Virgo with Patience. Okay. And you have Jug, light-hearted, carefree time. Wow, what a beautiful year. Love that for you. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards, my dear pile number 1. So you have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords could deal with writing as well. Yeah, you could be organizing your time properly during that time. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Money is following you throughout the year, my dear pile number 1. You have the Hierophant. Again, light-hearted times, right? The Hierophant is usually very serious energy, but we see it done in a light-hearted way. Okay, you have the Five of Wands. You have the Five of Cups. And you have the Page of Wands. Wow. I see a lot of things here. So we see in your reading that the second part, the second 4 months, you'll really be putting most of your effort into doing something serious, but you may be presenting it in a wonderful way for people. Yeah. So although it is serious in its nature and you have your whole head very disciplined there, working on that very important project, you are very patient with it. You're making sure it comes out properly. With the Hierophant, you're making sure you reference your information, that you do it in a professional way, do it in the way that people would expect it from you, the conventional way. But although you're doing it the professional way, you're also making sure that it's enjoyable to either read or watch or hear, whatever it is that you are creating during this time of your year. See, this is very interesting. You have the Queen of Pentacles in conjunction with the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups speaks of lack, you know, and the Queen of Pentacles speaks of you being wealthy, independent, you know. So this is quite an interesting combination, actually. Why do you have this combination? Oh, I'll tell you why. We have some cups upright and some cups in the net. So this could be actually speaking of the energy we saw in the first pile, where you feel like although you're getting in a lot of money, you're kind of not enjoying it. You're not enjoying it. Pile number 1. We get the fish again. You're not enjoying it. It's always temporary because perhaps it's coming in and you have to put it somewhere. It's coming in and you have to put it somewhere. Maybe you're feeling the pressure. Let's get some more clarification here for you. Can we kindly get more clarity? Maybe you're investing so much of it that little is left for you. That's perhaps the case. Can we kindly get clarification on this part, please, for pile number 1? All right, so we have 4 cards. Thanks. Okay. What is that? 2 of Cups, Chariot, 7 of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Don't worry, my dear pile number 4. With regards to you getting an influx, a huge influx of finances, that's definitely happening because we've already seen it in the first part of your reading. There is this double, quadruple. So in terms of your financial energy, it's beautiful, right? It's moving forward in the rate that you're expecting. So see here, it's slow for you. You're experiencing it in a slow way with the 5 of Pentacles because obviously you really have a lot of plans for all of this money coming in. Maybe you're putting it in oh, look at that. A house, a trust fund. Maybe you're taking care of important people, your health. You're doing something maybe intellectual with it. You're investing it. I don't know. I see a lot of cups and I see you distributing this influx of money. Snake could represent your debts, Ghost could represent, money that you're leaving in for years and years. You're going to forget about them. Yeah. Overall, you're just dealing with so many things. The lizard could represent interest. You're paying interest. Yeah. So it's going in so many different directions. You're thinking wisely about it. See, this dog is wearing green. So you're abundant. You're loyal to this money. It shows that you're not really spending it here and there. And you're thinking wisely about what to do with the money coming in. And you're putting it, putting it in different baskets is exactly what I'm seeing. And so for you, the way you're experiencing it is that what's left is a little bit to keep you well. I see this beaver dressed nicely. They have a horse, of course. They're a knight. So you're well. You're doing well, but you're maybe not able to buy many things maybe that you wanted, and you could feel a bit of like you're not able to enjoy it because you're being responsible. It looks like you're being responsible. And you're putting it in different things. Good for you, my dear pile number 1. So that's what I'm seeing here. In terms of health-wise, it's fantabulous, your financial situation. Yeah, and we did see that in the first part of your reading. So Queen of Swords shows that you're very responsible with your work, responsible with your finances. And with the 5 of Cups, you're choosing to not take now, to save up for later. Good for you, pile number 1. Okay, so that's with regards to your finances here. I see that this is a very important time for you to be very organized and very careful with your time, your resources. Yeah, very responsible. You're making sure you perhaps divide your time so that you can make that creation happen along with the many other responsibilities that you have. You're very patient during these 4 months. They're not going to be easy for you. I don't want to say emotionally because that's not true. You have the Page of Wands. I mean, it's not the time where you're going to be enjoying the fruits of your labor. It's the time of creation for you. That is for sure the second half of your year. You're putting a lot of effort into something, especially into making it palatable. You want to present what you're creating in such an enjoyable way. In a way, especially with the jug and the poet, some way that will speak to the hearts of those receiving it. Whether this is your manager, or this is your professor, or maybe this is your audience, or the people waiting to read what you're creating. Yeah, you are certainly being patient, very patient and disciplined in this area. Wonder what you're going to be creating. It is, though, a general reading. What I do know about it is that it's filling people's cups in terms of what they need, and it is as a result of a certain demand from you. Now, let's look at the Five of Wands here. What is going on with this Five of Wands? What is going on with the Five of Wands? Perhaps two things competing for your attention in the second part of your year. Let's find out more. Let me shuffle this and come back. Can we finally get more information? Can we please get more information, please, on what this competition of attention, because we have the light here, is? Please. 1 and 2. Four of Pentacles. Wow. And the Wheel of Fortune. In this Four of Pentacles, we see someone packed. Maybe they were hoping to have some fun. Yeah, you know what's missing in the second half of your year? All of this partying and the traveling and the people. They're not really showing up here. There is a little bit of fun with the Page of Wands. Don't worry. But it's more serious energy here. Although you seem to me like a creative person, although it's very serious energy, you're still making it wonderful. But overall, it seems like you will be holding off with the Four of Pentacles on a lot of the plans that you wanted. Maybe more traveling, maybe more fun with other people, maybe more spending, right? And focusing with the Wheel of Fortune on what's important, what's bringing you fortune, what's bringing you success, what's changing your life. There's a zebra. I know it's a lion, a tiger, but it's leading me to this zebra. And this zebra, straight right off the bat, reminded me of success. Let me walk you through why this is reminding me of success in a second, but after I finish this point. So you're focused on either there's a competition or internal struggle during the second part of your year, where you're really struggling because you're very disciplined here in doing something or finishing something off or succeeding in a specific goal demanded from you that is very important to you. And at the same time, between you doing what is pleasurable and enjoyable to you. So you're keeping your time to yourself, it seems, in this second part of the year. That's the choice you're making. That's why we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, why did I say this looks like success? Because this is a zebra in the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is moving forward with passion. It also was your Page of Wands in the first part of your reading, where we saw you going after your goals, remember? Now, zebra reminds me of the zebra walk, to cross, to pass. So you're passing something, either your exam or your thesis, you're taking your certificate, you're finishing up your project, that demanded project that you're working on. Whatever it is that this section is talking about, you will be finishing it in the second part of your year. And you are going to succeed, pass succeed at it with obviously flying colors. You have that happening with flying colors during that time. So your work is not going to go in vain. Obviously, it's not going to take more than that, which is wonderful news, right? So yes, you are going to be holding off a little bit some of your fun plans, but you're rewarding, you're engaging with creativity, a lot of creativity in your work. You're going to have fun, by the way, just so you know. You're going to have fun. Although you're disciplined, you are going to have a lot of fun. It's something speaking to your heart, and you will finish something that you enjoyed creating. But yeah, overall, my dear pile number 2, second part of your year, you're holding off your money, you're holding off your free time, you're holding off your plans, you're keeping to yourself a lot because you have a goal. And I'm so proud of you, because it seems like you will pass, you will make this goal come to life, it will be born into life, and you will be very proud of yourself for finishing off such a goal like that and being so disciplined in this way. It looks like it's a very unique goal, something that will make you stand out for sure, because we have a peacock feather. With the owl, you're making the wise decision here, although it is difficult in many ways, but you are taking wise decisions. And these decisions that you're taking in this part of your year, it will, do you see how long this chair out? It's showing the whole feather. It's going to put you in a great position, in a very unique position, and it's going to make you stand out from the crowd, whether this is at your company or maybe the book you're writing or the certificate you're taking. Yeah, it's certainly putting you in a very unique position, and it's making you stand out, my dear pile number 1. What a special reading. Loving your year, my dear pile number 1. So much fun. I'm sending you so much energy of good luck during that time. I hope it moves by quickly for you, and I hope that you enjoy doing what you're creating here. All right, let's clear out these cards and see the last part of your year 2023, what it's going to be like. Okay, my dear pile number 1. Let's see what you have for the third part of your year. So you have the Queen, and you have the gibbous waxing earth moon with ambition. Ooh la la. So second and third part of your year is on fire, it seems. All right. You have, whoa, things are changing for you. The Queen, authority, Mars in Capricorn with authority. Ooh la la. We're seeing strong energy in the third part of your year. Things are paying off in a great way, it seems. You have the axe, forces working against you. Let's see what this is presenting. And now let's take a look at your tarot cards. What's up with that here? All right, we'll take care of it later. Right, so you have the 7 of Swords. So obviously there is some sort of tricky energy here. Okay. You have the 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Okay. You have, and I feel like with the rainbow, it's like you're happy in all areas of your life. Right? You have the Justice card. This looks in some reflection purple, just like this. So this could be something appearing in your life that you may not like initially, but it is of a spiritual nature. So it's here to help you change something, or perhaps guide you to cut something out of your life. We'll check. So you have the Justice card. You have the 10 of Wands. You have the Star card. Wow. And you have the Page of Pentacles. You're finally able to enjoy more of the money coming in, as opposed to the little money that you used to enjoy. Remember, maybe by that time You would have balanced out what you needed to pay. Yeah, you've paid off, obviously, your debts or your responsibilities, and now you have more money to enjoy for yourself. So in that area, you're very happy, my dear pile number 1, it seems. Now, the amazing thing about the last part of your year is that you have the star in conjunction with the 10 of Cups. Things are blooming for you. You are either becoming a star, you're becoming popular, or you're succeeding greatly at what you have established or created in your job. We see you being put in a very high position. You're rising. The star is not at the top, which means there's room for more, even more growth in the years to come. I see that you're even more motivated, you're ambitious, and you're in a very strong position. Your whole situation is changing, obviously. You're rising like the star. You're with the Sun card and the Queen card. It shows that perhaps there is popularity. You're shining bright like the sun. Yeah, you're in a very wonderful, a very big position when it comes to your work. Your ambition and your motivation has paid off greatly in the third part of your year. Now, we do see some worries here with the 10 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, and the Axe here. Let me take a closer look at what that could be. There is some trick. Oh, okay. Other than the 10 of Wands, straight away, see someone's trying to maybe take something away from you. Because, you know, the 7 of Swords, this is a soldier who went to steal some swords so that perhaps they can prevent a war the next day. So overall, I see someone trying to take something from you by force, like cut something by force from you. And maybe this is putting a lot of pressure on you. Someone's maybe bending your arm or your back. You're feeling the weight of this, right? But it's not taking away from your happiness. But you are... It's not taking away from your happiness. Your happiness and your growth is there. But you're feeling a bit heavy because this person just came in out of the blue trying to take something by force. What's going to happen with this situation? An authoritative figure, perhaps, trying to take something by force here. It's just one bird from all of these birds. Still, you feel like it is by force. It is by force. Let me take a closer look at this card. You have your resources far and protected, but you're still feeling the heaviness of the cut that this authoritative figure wants to take. What are they taking? Maybe they're renegotiating your salary. Maybe this is some sort of unexpected tax. I'm not sure what this is. So someone is trying to take something. How is this going to turn out? For pile number 1, please. Death card. There's a transformation. How is that, please? And I feel this one as well. How is this transformation, please? Oh, you know what I noticed? You're gonna win the case. So you might be complaining about this and you're gonna win the case, right? Whatever it is, if this is a complaint, you're renegotiating with your manager, whatever that case is, you're winning it, right? So no worries about that. This is transforming. Oh, and before I open these, I did notice something. that your connections with others is coming back in the third part of and last part of your year. So there was this break in the middle where you were holding yourself off to create something, and then now you're rebonding and reconnecting with others again. Right, back to the transformation here. Yes, the situation is going to end. They're not going to be able to take what is yours, it seems. They're going to try, but they're not going to be able to. You're going to like kill it right away. 6 of Wands, you're winning this, I'm telling you. Don't worry. You have the 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, King of Wands. Although you're going to be a bit worried, very worried with the 8 of Swords and 9 of Swords, especially in the beginning when you hear about this, you're going to be facing it with a lot of boldness and a lot of courage, and you are going to appear at the front as very powerful. You're going to cut it off, and you are going to win this situation. So yeah, someone's going to try to work against you, or maybe try to take something that's not theirs. You're winning this. Don't worry, my dear pile number 1. It's just a little scare here. And perhaps, remember we said it was of a spiritual nature. Perhaps this is happening to further teach you on how to be prepared the next time. To know that things like that could happen. And so you can prepare yourself better the next time. Other than that, I see you also being very popular amongst your friends and your community. It's a very warm environment. We always see elephants in a family environment. We see the hippopotamus family together. Your community seems to be very loving, very family-like, very beautiful, and I see you enjoying that time with them again. You're really basking in that energy back again and having the best time of your life towards the end of your year. So other than that little scare that you will win, which is wonderful, my dear pal number 1, you're ambitious, you're only just like starting to rise at the very top, it seems. Like if this looks like it's great news, my dear pal number 1, this is just the beginning for you. You're rising even more. You are in a very great position towards the end of the year. You're enjoying your finances. You're no longer... See, this Page of Pentacles is kind of reminding me of what was it? The Two of Pentacles in the beginning of your reading, where you had to be very careful with your finances. Now, you probably paid off what you needed to pay, and you are perhaps planting your money everywhere. You're very wise, my dear pal number 1, with your finances. You're planting it more, it's growing, and you're able to enjoy your finances even more. On top of all of that, towards the end of the year, the last part of your year, you're having so much fun. You now get to enjoy, reap the benefits of the hard work that you've done, and enjoy a lot of time with your loved ones. I do see a book here. Remember, we had the poet. This could be you presenting your work to your loved ones and friends, and they're very, very proud of what you have created. My dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading for the year. Or maybe your community, your work is very proud of what you've presented. Yeah. Obviously you've done something amazing that people around you will be very proud of what you've created. It's wonderful, and it looks like, if you ask me, a fantastic year. I wish you all the best of luck with that. May you enjoy your year to the fullest. May the little things that worry you pass by very quickly and are not even that scary for you. May you find help right away with the things that are worrying you. And with all the effort that you put in, I wish you that you get it done quickly, smoothly, and in such a fun way that you don't even feel it. My dear pile number 1, this was your reading. Wishing you the best. I've enjoyed your reading so much. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, My Dear Pile Number 1. This book could really help you out in the next year. I promise you. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. You'll find that this book truly holds true to this promise. And if you want to check it out along with reviews and everything else, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And My Dear Pile Number 1, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. Thank you for tuning in. May you have a wonderful year next year, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at your year 2023. As you can see, we've divided your year into 3. I love dividing into 3s, so we're going to divide them first 4 months, second 4 months, and third 4 months. This way, we have more time to see how energies are formed, stories are formed, and we're able to understand better what's going on in detail in your year. Before we begin your reading, that's the first part. Make sure you protect yourself from scammers down in the comment section. They're impersonating me, asking you to WhatsApp them or email me so that they can give you a reading or something. Please do not believe them. Either ignore them or report them. All right, so let's take a look at the first part of your year, my dear pile number 2. So excited for you. Let's see what is going on. Okay, let me get your deck here, but let's check your cards first. Ooh, so you have the Mirror. Let me adjust that. There we go. You have the Disseminating Waning Air Moon with Reputation. Wonderful. Okay. You have Venus in Aquarius with Detachment. And you have Broken Wishbone. Wish will not be granted. All right, so let's keep that right there and take a look at the rest of your tarot cards. So you have the Lover's card right off the bat, and I see someone being a bit jealous from you. So that's kind of making me understand what's going on here right off the bat. You have the Emperor. Wonderful. Okay. You have the Queen of Wands. Okay, great. Wonderful cards. You have the High Priestess. If you are worried, my dear pile number 2, with what we see here, don't be worried at all. I'll tell you what this is about in a second. You are in a great protected, highly protected position. Okay. You have the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, right? You have the Knight of Pentacles, and you have the 9 of Swords. Okay, so what do we see here for you at the first part of your year? Obviously, someone here is kind of noticing that in the beginning of your year, you seem to be in a very high position. Somehow you're gaining popularity, you're gaining authority, you're gaining wisdom. I don't know what you're up to, but obviously, my dear pile number 2, you are growing and you're building some sort of empire. And you're looked at as someone who is reputable, exactly. Someone who's wise, someone who's some sort of consultant or some sort of wise, smart person at work, right? So here I see that with all of the love, the attention maybe you're getting, maybe your company is putting you in a very high position, and then you have a colleague that's not too happy with that, right? It seems to me that they will try with the 5 of Pentacles to maybe cut you off or do something, because the Five of Pentacles has to do with lack. So they're trying to snatch something from you, and with the mirror, this is reflecting back on them. Their wish is not going to be granted. In fact, with Venus in Aquarius, you're being detached from this situation. It's like you're only going to see the beginning. It's like looking at something, a reflection of something. You're not directly affected, but you can see what's going on. You will see that someone is jealous, try to take maybe your position, try to take something, but they look small. You are in comparison, the figures here are represented in a large way. That's what I'm noticing energetically. And so really what they will try, the lack or what they were trying to snitch off of you obviously is not going to work. And that is going to be a broken, perhaps, wish for them. It seems like it is a significant event. I mean, it may like take you off guard in the beginning. It may shock you that someone is trying to do that. But hey, you are protected, my dear pile number one. You are in a great position. Protected with your work and protected spiritually as well. But there is a scare. With the Nine of Swords, I do feel like initially it may scare you a little bit or may like worry you, but I do see you detaching yourself completely from the situation and standing on your own 2 feet again. It's like a little scary. In fact, I feel with this Nine of Swords and in conjunction with the High Priestess, it's like a shadow. It may scare you when you hear the news, but then you'll feel with everything that's going on that you're absolutely protected, that nothing is happening, that their wish is being broken. I feel like, unfortunately, they will shatter because of this act. It may not have been a wise act maybe from them. It came from an emotional place, a shadowy place, and you are detaching yourself completely from this situation. In fact, not only so, but we see with the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, you're growing here. You're being very disciplined and steadfast. That's the energy of the Knight of Pentacles, right? You're being very careful, very wise, and you are putting your effort into making your career grow even more, my dear pile number one. So yes, your reputation is untouchable. A little situation there, but we can greatly see that in the first part of your year, you're rising to the top. You're becoming very important and popular in your workplace. You're regarded as someone who has a lot of experience. People are depending on you. People are taking your opinion. They're following your lead, and you're building something big here. That's obviously very important to your career in the first part of your year, my dear pile number one. Also with the Lover's card, you're really loving your work and you're loving the results that are coming from your work. Also, you are loved, my dear pile number one. Yeah, you're doing great. You're growing, and you're taking it easy but surely to reach that success that you have in mind. And with the Seven of Pentacles, this is telling us that this is just growing. I mean, although it looks really big, there's still room for growth. You're still growing even more. That's just the beginning here, my dear pile number one. Another thing that I'm seeing for you, I see the plants growing coins, and the plants keep growing upwards. You know that expression of money doesn't grow on trees. It looks like your money is growing here, pile number two. Yeah, it looks like your money is really growing exponentially here in the first part of your year. And I do see that you're taking it very slow with your money. See, this Knight of Pentacles, although can see all of this money growing, it's not like you're taking it all maybe and spending it. You are very careful about what you have. You're letting it grow because you don't want to see yourself in a tricky situation with the Five of Pentacles. And so your mind is on the goal. Your mind is like, I want to increase this, and if I spend it all, I may not have it later. So that's the mentality you're going through, and you're taking a little bit for yourself and letting the rest grow. Good for you. So this looks like art of saving or something here. You're being very wary of the future, and you're making sure you put yourself in a good position. I do see that you're healing a lot of your anxiousness in the first part of your year. Maybe there's a lot of stress when it comes to your work. Maybe you're healing as well that... anyways, I see that you could be healing your worries. Maybe healing your worries about your financial future, healing any stresses that come from work, healing any stresses that of someone that isn't behaving well around you. All of these things, I see that in the first part of your year, it's a very important time for you spiritually, because I see you taking care of your shadows here. The things that used to trigger you, make you feel afraid, make you feel spend nights worrying about things. You're really growing and healing spiritually in that area of your life. In fact, I do see that you will be healing this part of your life completely during the first part of your year, making sure that you don't allow things to trigger you to that extent again. And I do see you taking things slowly, moving forward from that. If you feel like something initially strikes you, you're no longer panicking like you did in the past perhaps, and this time you're treating things wisely. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's collect the facts. Let's slowly see what we can do. There's always a solution to everything. Let's collect information. Let's see what we need to do. And I see you taking it slowly and dealing with things slowly, and always and never leaving your poised position. You've learned how to be stable, strong. You have a heavy head on your shoulders. You're exuding power and wisdom. And I see you moving forward, dealing with things in a very powerful way and in a very spiritual way, where you are always asking, okay, what do we do? I'm really taken care of. I know that. What do I need to do to take things slowly? Yeah, you're really healing your mental state fully. It's like reaching your higher self when it comes to dealing with your anxiety. If you know what I mean, pile number 2. You're really growing and maturing greatly in this area. It's like it's going to be your forte later on, moving forward after this first part of your year. So you're learning that during the year. You're taking things slow. You know you're loved. You can see the blessing all around you. With reputation, yes, you're absolutely loved. You're regarded as important. And you are treated with so much love and care in the 3D and spiritually. And you know you're being taken care of. And so you're healing these shadows now in the first part of your year. So happy for you, my dear pile number 2. Looks like a wonderful first part of the year. Looks like you're growing and you're doing magnificent things. Wishing you the best with that. Let me clear out your cards and see what's up with you the second part of your year, from May to August. All right, let's take a look at the second part of your year, my dear pile number 2. Oh, yes, I remember we have a month here, so let's check that out. You have, the Lover. Okay, let me adjust that. There we go. So you have the Lover. You have Disseminating Waning Water Moon with Commitment. Ooh, okay. Some of you, if you're single, obviously, you're going to be committed to someone. You're going to find love. If you're already in a relationship, maybe you're taking it to the next level. If not, it's a general reading. Please let this part go. Oh, there we go. My apologies. There we go. All right, let's take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have Jupiter in Taurus with status. Wow. You have bat. Take care, enemies are working against you. Okay. And you have January. Okay. Maybe you're going to actually meet this person in January. We did see the Lovers card, didn't we? If you're single, it looks like you're going to be meeting someone in January. I was going to say the first part of your year, but here it specifically says January. And in the second part of your year, starting from May, you may be committed to this person. You might be committed. With status, it looks like, you know how when you change your relationship status on social media, or maybe even on paper, who knows. All right, so yeah, your relationship status is changing. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. This is, of course, if you're single and you want a relationship, or you're in a relationship and you're taking it to the next level. Other than that, please don't worry about this part. Okay, so you have the Seven of Swords. See, take care, enemies are working against you. We see something going on behind the scenes here. You have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands did fall on the other side, and then we adjusted it. Maybe someone, again, is like trying to put out your fire, and it just doesn't. It really doesn't. But with the bat, they can't really see what you're up to. They try to maybe spy on you. They try to kind of gather what you're doing, because the bats, they can't see in the night. They navigate using ultrasonic waves. And so we see that they're coming up with conclusions. They're spying here and there. They're trying to stop you, but it's just not gonna happen. I don't know why you have this energy. In fact, with frozen here, it's like they feel frozen in their place. They feel like they can't do anything. They may have bad intentions, but they can't see, they can't move. Yeah, they can't put off your fire, my dear pile number 2. It's just not happening. You have the Strength card right away, showing that you're in a very strong position. You are a very strong person. Energetically, obviously, as well, you're strong. And they will not be able to do anything, unfortunately for them. You have the Page of Wands. Yeah, you keep showing up as someone who's strong and energetically strong. Nah, not gonna work. Okay, you have the King of Swords. Do you see what I mean? You have the Four of Swords. You have the Three of Swords. And you have the Knight of Wands. All right. With the Knight's energy, I see you are breaking someone's heart here without meaning to. You're charging and moving forward. You are taking care of your business. You're taking care of your world. And it's resulting in someone in your life reminiscing over you, crying over you. Maybe, perhaps, some of you, the reason could be because you may be committed and moving away, or maybe getting married. Perhaps some parents are crying or friends are crying. Maybe you're moving. I'm not sure. But we do see that there is a situation here where you're taking care of yourself, you're moving forward, and there are some sad goodbyes, it seems, with someone in your life. Now, the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands, they are beginnings. It seems like you may be starting something strong in the second part of your year. something powerful, it seems. You see, the Ace of Wands is the energy of creation. You're creating something powerful. And I see you moving forward with it. And again, with the King of Swords, you're collecting, maybe you're being informed, collecting information on how to go about this new thing. Let's say, for example, this is something that you haven't done before and you don't know how to go about it yet. With the King of Swords, you're making sure you are well informed. You're making sure you plan for it well. Also, the King of Swords shows discipline. Yeah, you're making sure you get the right information to go about this beginning in a very powerful way. Knight of Wands is the fastest knight in the deck, showing that you're moving along this beginning very quickly. This could be talking about your work. So you could be starting something new the second part of your year. Maybe you're already working in a company and you are starting off your side business, right? You want to begin your own thing. And so here you're beginning something and you have experience from the past that you are going to use here in this second business. And even though it's a new journey, you're very passionate about it and you feel strong enough to be able to begin anew or to do something new. And the wonderful thing here is that you're moving forward very quickly with this new beginning, crossing over one hurdle after the other, one challenge after the other, and making sure that you achieve this goal, my dear pile number 2. So you're going to be very successful with that new beginning that you're starting in the second part of the year. Like I said, this could be you creating something new, you starting your own business. If you have your own business, then maybe you're starting another product or project. Yeah, you're certainly very, very focused. Most of your reading is talking about your focus on that new thing, as well as your relationship status here. Some people may not be too happy with either this new project, or I would say more towards this relationship because it's ending up here. They're trying to spy on you. Maybe these are friends or family members who have nothing better maybe to do than to talk. Yeah, you know, and they just want to find out more about you. They could be unfortunately jealous of your relationship here. But they feel frozen. They feel like they can't do much about their worries. I'm so sorry, pile number 2. You keep being surrounded by people who are jealous of you from the beginning of part 1 and part 2. Very sorry about that. But my dear pile number 2, you don't even need to worry about them. You're always being presented in a very high position, strong. No one can do anything to you. Ignore them. In fact, the funny part is maybe the people mourning here are the very same people who are just keep watching your life here. Yeah, other than that, my dear pile number 2, I see you thriving. I see you being strong. As mentioned, you're starting something new. You have a wonderful relationship in the second part of your year, and you have a plan. You know where you're going. You know what you want, and you're going at it day by day, you know, turning the page day by day. Ticking off your tasks, and you can only see in front of you. You cannot see anything else. So very powerful energy during the second part of your year. Very focused, but also enjoying your relationship with someone else. Okay, let's now take a look at how your third part of the year in 2023 is going to be like. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on in the third part of your year, and that is from September to December. Okay, so you have the thread. Let me adjust that so you can see it properly. There we go. You have the thread. You have the musician, such beautiful energy. This is ruled by the Sun and Jupiter in Aries, so a lot of good luck here. Okay, wonderful. Okay, you have Moon in Leo with appreciation. Beautiful, love that. You're really getting a lot of blessings, great luck, and your cup is filled and you're really appreciating that. You have Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. Okay. Let's take a look at the rest of your tarot cards. So you have the Ten of Swords. Obviously something is up here. Let's explore it in a second. You have the King of Pentacles. You have the Star. Wow. Okay. You have the Seven of Wands. Okay, wonderful. Okay. You have the Sun card. Beautiful. You know, you have this mix, great mix between amazing cards and some cards that could be concerning, but we'll check it out. They could mean other things. We have to see the full picture to understand. You have the Eight of Wands. Beautiful. You have the Six of Pentacles. And you have the Hermit card. Right, actually. Let me take a second to take a deeper look into this. Looks like a very deep reading, and so much is happening here. So although you're gaining a lot of fame, because we see here the Star with the King of Pentacles, your position is rising. You're maybe becoming more important, more popular. See, I see these two people looking at the Sun. So yeah, people are looking at you, or your company or your business, something like that. You're really rising. That's what I know. And you're very blessed throughout the year, but especially the third part of your year, from September to December. You're surrounded with great luck with this Jupiter energy in Aries, prompting so many things to happen in your life. Your cup is filled. You're getting so many things of the things that you've wanted, and you feel very grateful about that. Things are moving quickly for you in terms of business, finances. Business and finances. Your work, it's fantastic, right? Let's take a look at what's going on here. What's disappointing here? No, I need to get more information about this specific incidents here. Can we kindly get more information, please, for pile number 2? Oh, with regards to this incidents that maybe it's the 4 that we're looking at here, please. What's going on here for pile number 2? I hope I didn't say 4, my apologies. So, the Magician, Temperance, Queen of Pentacles, and the Moon card. That's actually now clarifying the Seven of Wands. That although you see you're looking closely at the lamp, which could represent some news, you might hear some news that may break your heart initially. You might hear some news that will break your heart initially, but with the Seven of Wands, you're fighting it very strong. In fact, Temperance, you're keeping your balance, you're healing from it, and you're rising strong again. Your cards always show how strong you are. You must be a very strong character, pile number 2. Yeah, so although some piece of news may scare you off a little bit, in the last part of your year. You might see or hear some news that might scare you or shock you, break your heart, feel like you're holding on to a thread. Yeah, some fears here. You are going to face these challenges head on in a very strong way, and you will be healing from that. Pile number 2. You're going to be independent, strong, in a very good position, right? The moon, what is it telling us? You are going to find the traces of where this came from in the first place. You're going to gain information, hidden information of why this happened, in order for you to protect yourself moving forward from anything of that sort. So this seems to be very temporarily, and that's why you have the Hermit here. I was like, we're gaining wisdom on something here. Yes, you are finding the traces and putting yourself in a strong position and learning. You're gaining awareness that these sort of things happen, and you're growing wiser with more information on how things work, what's going on, and you are using that information to always protect yourself from anything of the sort happening again. Whew, that's good news. So yeah, initially this may make you feel weighed down, hit in the back. It might happen, see, behind your back, but you will nip it in the bud straight away. You will deal with it well straight away. Other than that, like I said, remember, your cup is filled with so many blessings. I see the purse being filled with money. And 6 of Pentacles is a card of, what's the word called? Charity, graciousness, kindness, right? So the universe is really being kind with you when it comes to your finances. I see you're pampering yourself. I see you're being happy, and things are moving very quickly and beautifully in terms of your work, my dear pile number 2. With the Magician as well, I do see that with especially Aries energy, you're really enjoying your time during these last 4 months of the next year. Music everywhere. Do you see that? You are doing all of the things that speak to your heart, that you love doing. I see you enjoying your life and your time to the max. Yeah, with the Sun card especially, it says voyage. It could be, you could have a trip by that time. Some of you may have a trip by that time. You're overall really enjoying your time to the fullest. All these worries are over with. You're growing, you're happy, your life is stable and strong, and you are enjoying your time so much. And I do see that if you are in a relationship, you might be enjoying your time fully with your partner. And perhaps both of you will be going on a very special trip, because it says le voyage à traverser l'impossible, which means it could have been a vacation that would have been impossible to go to in the past. Maybe it was an expensive one, and à travers l'impossible. Now you're going to go to this destination. Maybe you're equipped with more finances, you feel blessed, and you may go to a special location with your loved one. Such a cool reading, my dear pile number 2. Very big energies in your reading. A very big milestone, marriage, or a big relationship, or your work, your popularity. It's really all cool. Don't worry about the things people are doing here and there. They never work. Remember this mantra, my dear pile number 2, throughout your reading next year. You are absolutely protected. We saw it from the very beginning with the High Priestess. People may try here and there. It never works. Remind yourself this next year, my dear pile number 2. Whenever you see something, tell yourself, it never works. And that was your reading, my dear pile number 2. Such a fantastic year. May you enjoy it to the fullest. That was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And also, before I continue, Le Voyage à travers l'impossible, I really feel like you're gonna see things that you have never seen before in your life in this year. I just channeled this really quickly and had to say it. You're going to be seeing things that you've never seen in your life. And by that, I mean amazing things. You're going to be stunned at the amazing things and the amazing blessings that are happening in your life this year. It's going to be really crazy, my dear pal number 2. Crazy good. Also, please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pal number 2. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. It could really help you out in your journey this year. You'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pal number 2, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. May you always be blessed. Very cool reading. Wonderful year. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at your detailed 2023. And as you can see, we've divided your reading into 3 parts. We're going to take a look at the first 4 months, the second 4 months, and the third and last 4 months. This way, there are more months for us to explore, to see the energies of how things are progressing, and get a full story of what could be going on in these parts of your year. So, we're going to start exploring your first part, which is from January to April. Before we begin, do be aware, my dear pile number 3, that there are scammers in the comments section impersonating me, asking you to WhatsApp them or email them for private readings or for whatever. Do know that I would never contact you to do a reading with me. Please either ignore them or report them. All right, so let's see what is going on in the first part of your year. You have, the vision. I love that card for you. And it seems like it's a vision of great success here because of the mountain here. And in fact, you seem to be very close because I do see a figure. Oh, sorry, my dear pile number 3. There we go. Because I do see a figure standing in the mountain right there. So you're very close, actually. You have a vision and you're very close to success. Let's keep it right there. You have the 9th moon mansion picture. This is ruled by Pluto and Neptune in Cancer. Okay. You also have Mars in Cancer with Quirrell. Yes, we do see these figures here. And you have Frying Pan, Trouble, Accusations. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. My dear pile number 3. You have the Wheel of Fortune starting off your reading. Beautiful. Okay. You have the Star card. Wow, I see why maybe there could be some sort of quarrel here. I hope it's something very small. We'll see. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun card. You have the 9 of Swords. Let's push this a little bit to the side so we have space for your reading. And you have the Ace of Wands. Very positive energy. Okay. Beautiful. You also have the 3 of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Wands. You have the 8 of Wands. Sorry, my dear, apologies. You have the 8 of Cups. And wow, ending your reading is the Judgment card. Right, so obviously right off the bat here, you're proceeding very quickly in terms of your success. With picture here, You probably presented something and it's creating a lot of success for you. Probably most most highly likely, but highly, that's what I want to say, most likely but highly probable, is that it's bringing you a lot of fortune right off the bat in the first part of your year, the first 4 months. So you're rising to the top very quickly. You're very focused on your vision. You know what you're doing, and you're working a lot. I see you working a lot with the Three of Pentacles during these 4 months of the beginning of your year. And because of this effort, you're finding your light. You're finally reaching that vision or that destination that you've always wanted, right? So that is the wonderful news for you, pile number 3. You're really rising very quickly with the star here, the mountain, the star. You're rising to the top. In fact, I do see you presented as standing at the top above maybe everyone else, it looks like. So that, unfortunately, is causing some issue with someone. Someone is with a frying pan is really being agitated and angry over that success that you are creating. This is the second time this pops up in somebody's reading, but I think the other one had to do with a relationship. Anyways, someone is really frying themselves, really angry with that type of achievement that you've done. This could possibly be someone in your work because of the Three of Pentacles. Despite their anger here, you're moving on, you're putting, your flag, you're announcing this success. But there seems to be a situation there. Let me take a closer look here. Yeah, actually, if you take a look at your Wheel of Fortune, someone is rising and someone's falling. Perhaps this is why there is an issue here. It's not your fault at all, pile number 3. But perhaps this is why this person is so angry. It may cause you a bit of stress in the beginning of your year, but I see you quickly with the Ace of Wands getting over it, moving on, enjoying your success. And I see this person with the Eight of Cups leaving you alone, realizing that it's not really your fault. They can see you here at the verge of your success, entering a new phase of your life, and they will calmly realize that that is really not your fault at all. And so this quarrel here or issue is going to dissipate by itself. Because of that, I do see you at work covering the windows. You're not letting people know more about what you're doing. You're being very reserved. So you're learning a lot from this situation. And I do see that this person will also succeed in their own way. So that's cool. Maybe perhaps this, because I see spirit guide here, perhaps this happened because it's meant to allow you to find your way and allowing this person to find their way. And they too, by the way, are going to be very successful. So it does not look like it's a bad person necessarily, but it looks like this is someone who felt like you were the reason they fell. Although they will realize that this is not the case. They will peacefully move on and they will create their own success. What an interesting story. So yeah, this is not a bad person at all, although they'll be very angry in the beginning. Yeah, anger. Okay, so other than that, my dear pile number 3, your first part of your year is amazing. Right off the bat, you're finding a lot of fortune, you're finding a lot of success, you're rising very quickly to the top, and you're very excited about your journey. You're going to enjoy the first part of your year to the fullest. You're finding the light and you're so happy about what the world is providing you. You're happy with this newfound achievement and success that you've created, and you feel like your whole life is changing. But most importantly, it's that dream, that vision that you've always had, that you're about to touch with the hands here and feel that it's coming true for you. Pile number 3. Such a cool, beautiful reading. And here we can see straight away, see the curtains aren't fully closed. It's like it's a temporary situation, something very, like a scare, a little scare that you'll get over very quickly. It's actually going to dissolve itself by itself very quickly. This person will calm down and does not have harmful energy at all. On the other hand, you are, my dear pile number 3, entering a new life in the first 4 months of your year. And to say you're going to enjoy this is an understatement. I see you celebrating. I see you feeling very, very fortunate. And I see you feeling on top of the world. It's like the world is giving you everything that you ever wanted. And you're finally found the light at the end of the tunnel. You're walking out and you're absolutely enjoying your life. Yeah, so looking wonderful for you, my dear pile number 3. You're achieving that vision. You're making that dream come true. That is the first part of your year right off the bat. Such a cool reading. I wish you the best, my dear pile number 3. So happy for you. And now let's check what the second part of your year is going to look like. All right, so let's see what's going on. Pile number 3, you have, the heart. Unbelievable. A lot of you guys have the same theme, or at least pile 2 and pile 3 are very connected here. You have the crescent waxing earth moon with investment. Okay. You have, wow, sun and Sagittarius with enthusiasm. Lovely. And you have valley, deep personal strength and peace that assure success. Wow, isn't that beautiful? Okay, let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You have the Hanged Man. Am I holding it the other way around? There we go. So we saw that. You have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. You have, wow, the Sun card. You have the Page of Swords. Interesting. Really interesting. Okay. You have the Empress card. The Queen of Pentacles. Such beautiful cards. You have the 5 of Wands. And you have the 7 of Pentacles. Wow, a lot is going on for you in the second part of your year. We keep seeing mountains for you. So there's a lot of success, obviously. You're very excited about the success you've created, and you're investing, obviously, more. You're putting in more of your time, more of your money, and more of your effort into creating more success, even more success, and even specifically more wealth as well. Especially that we have investment here. Yeah, so you're creating more of that in the second part of your year. Putting a lot of focus on wealth, success, and work. We have the Queen of Pentacles showing that you'll have more than enough here. And I see you here having different baskets. Do you see that? And I see that in the second part of your year, you're really distributing your wealth. We can clearly see that everywhere here. You're putting your money in different areas. You're putting maybe your effort in different areas, and it's bringing you wealth. That is for sure. With the Queen of Pentacles, you're trying here to create some sort of financial independence. A lot of you could be presenting things, because I see a lot of people watching you. So yeah, a lot of you could be presenting something. Some of you in specific are teaching people how to increase their wealth. That's very specific, I know, but I'm seeing that. Okay. Maybe some of you during that time will be giving classes to people. Maybe you'll be teaching something. Maybe you are teaching something. Yeah, so it's very clear that during the second part of your year, you are really working hard, you know. I feel like here with the Five of Wands, you're going against yourself. See, because of the Hanged Man, you're sacrificing a lot of your time, your money. You're sacrificing a lot of your effort. You're sacrificing so many things to reach that goal, reach that success that you want. You're sacrificing yourself a lot in the second part of your year. You are looking forward to creating a very comfortable tomorrow for yourself. And because perhaps things are working for you, you have that vision. You're sacrificing yourself now for that future vision. And you're very excited about that. The theme of your phase is investment. You're investing, like we said, your time, your money, everything. Because you're building something here. I can't believe it. A lot of the piles kind of at every stage were not the same fully, but they have these similar feel to it. Maybe something astrologically. It's really cool. Okay. I do see you fighting something or being worried about something that does not exist in the second part of your year. It's like you are maybe protecting yourself against something that's non-existent. Perhaps this is talking about being too careful unnecessarily. This could be you speculating trouble that is not even there, and you're like protecting yourself from it. You know, this shows me that you're a very smart person. Very smart person. But sometimes your intelligence could get the best of you. That's what I loved about this card here. You're very careful, very savvy, but sometimes, as depicted in this reading, it could be a bit detrimental. Or detrimental is a big word. I mean, it could take a bit more from your energy. Unnecessarily. Now, let's not forget that investment initially came specifically in conjunction with the heart. This tells me that there's more matters of the heart that you're going to be investing your time in during the second part of your year. With the Empress, maybe you're spending more time with your children or your parents, specifically your mother. Maybe this could also mean you're investing more time with a loved one. Maybe there is a new relationship, if you're single, for you on the horizon. And during the second part of your year, you could be investing more time with this person intimately, getting closer to them and getting to know them. Spending more romantic times or dating someone, it seems here for you. My dear pile number 2, if you are single and this is an area that you do want to invest time in. Yeah. So again, similar to pile 2 in this area, the second part of your year is very much focused on your work. You are really fighting yourself, trying to achieve a certain goal. And you are also focusing on improving an important matter to your heart. Along with that, it's a relationship, either romantic, which is very highly here, or with very dear and close loved ones. Pile number 2. Yeah, but otherwise you're really focused on, specifically here, creating wealth. Yeah. Why are we seeing that? What are you fighting that is unnecessary? We need to explore that, right? Because I know we enjoyed and had a little laugh. You're so prepared, sometimes overly prepared, right? Which is a beautiful thing. But why are we seeing that? What are you fighting here that does not need your attention that much? And if it's brought up to our attention, it is there to help you with something. You knowing about it beforehand, thank you so much, could help you out. What are you fighting here that is unnecessary? Page of Swords shows that, you know, the pages, they're curious. They are still at the beginning of a certain stage. They want to collect information. They're curious. They want to know more. So you're fighting something because you don't know much about it. So perhaps you're being overly protective and overly careful. I wouldn't say this is necessarily a bad thing, but it did appear. So let's get more clarification on your advice here and what this is. 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This is talking about your finances. You're very happy with what you're obviously making here, and you're hiding. You're overly hiding. Maybe you're hiding something at work. You're hiding because you're overly afraid that if you don't hide, something might happen to your finances. You're very happy with it. You're very satisfied, and that's why you are protecting it. Again, this is important. So let's take a closer look at your advice. So I'll now read these cards in terms of your advice, right? But do know that during the second half of your year, you may be doing so well that you want to protect it to the extent where you're hiding information, hiding what you're doing, something like that. You don't want people to know. Just out of protection. But here, your reading is telling you that you're overprotecting this. So what's your advice? We're reading these cards now in terms of your advice. Actually, now that we're taking a look at it from the perspective of advice, I'm getting a clear understanding here. What you're worried about, because the 3 of Pentacles is a card of collaboration. So you may be worried about collaborating. Maybe you want to do everything on your own to protect yourself, maybe from others or from leakage of information or something like that. But I'm seeing with the 10 of Cups that collaboration may actually be a very good thing for you, because it will help you fish new opportunities that you weren't thinking about that will further increase your wealth and put you in a stronger position. This is exactly what I'm seeing here. This was a very strong card, it seems. yes, protect yourself, pile number 2. If this is something very important to you, I don't know your field, but it does seem like it's always important to be careful, just as you are. But your cards are also advising you to collaborate. Collaboration is also important. Keep your mind open. Collaboration will increase you and will not take from you, it seems, or take information or hurt you in one way or the other. Whatever it is you are worried about here, protect yourself from it, but at the same time be open to that collaboration. Yeah, that's exactly what I see with regards to this specific page of swords. Very interesting, pile number 3. Very, very interesting. Other than that, you're doing bombastic during the second part of your year. You're very enthusiastic. You're happy with all of the success, and there's a lot of happiness going on because you're doing exactly what you want. You're planting in different baskets, opening up different opportunities. Yes, you're struggling to work hard, but you're struggling because you can see a clear new tomorrow. More success is on the horizon for you, and at the same time, you're enjoying a wonderful relationship here. Beautiful, beautiful year so far, my dear pile number 3. So cool. Let me now take out your cards and make space to take a look at what happens in the third part of your year, from September to December. Okay, so you have the Shadow. You also have Balsamic Waning Water Moon with Disillusion. Okay. You have Mars in Leo with Egotism. Okay. And you have Carrot with Opportunity or Windfall. Okay. Let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have first off the Death card. All right. You have the World card. Obviously something is shifting and changing in a grand way here. Death card and the World card. Wow. Something is ending and something else is beginning. And that's why you have Opportunity and Windfall. Something is falling for something big to begin. You have the Six of Swords. You have the High Priestess. You have the Four of Pentacles. Someone took other people's shares and is not sharing. It's like everyone's standing there saying, hey, wasn't that my share? They have the 4 coins. This person has the 4 coins. Okay. You have the 10 of Swords. Interesting. You have the Magician card. And you have the Two of Wands. Wow. It seems here that someone with a big ego, this is quite similar actually to pile number 1, in that someone with a big ego, perhaps someone in a place of authority or something like that, will take something from you that is not theirs. And it seems like this figure or this authority or whatever it is not just taking from you, it's taking from different people. And you're going like, hey, but that's my share, you know? So someone is taking something here from you, and that's the shadowy part. And I see you being initially tied down and being very confused, not knowing what to do. Yeah, there's the initial shock here. You're feeling like it's unfair, not knowing what to do initially with the Two of Wands. Now look at that. You have dissolution, death card, world card. You put an end to this. It seems like you're closing down a chapter because of this unfairness and walking away slowly, beginning something else. This new venture that you're taking is going to be far more magical, far more powerful, far like it's in another place of what it can do for you than what you were already in. And this is why we see a windfall creating a humongous opportunity. It's like the shadow showed you the light, because through the shadow you were able to find the light. Since there is a shadow, there is a light. Yeah, I see that although this windfall is going to initially maybe shock you and feel like a grand betrayal here, you are going to get up and walk away from this. We see that here even with the Six of Swords. With the High Priestess, it is not clear to me what it is that you're going to do, but it's going to be grand. This is a major arcana. This is, the High Priestess is the gatekeeper between the known and the unknown, this world and the other world. So it's something major, something grand, something way bigger than what you are in now. And although this authority thinks they're big, they're way smaller than the type of energy and the magic that we see on the other side. So you do see an opportunity and you end this straight away. And so this authoritative figure or whatever it is will no longer be able to take money off of you. And obviously you've been working hard this year. And so this is not like taking all of your money. This is just taking a share that they weren't supposed to take. Like a share during the fall. Do you see the tree here? So perhaps a share during September. And with the Ten of Swords in October, you're like, that's it. Goodbye. And you're walking away. You're ending things here. And you're moving towards another type of tomorrow altogether. What is it? I don't know, because you have the High Priestess. This is secrecy. This is hush hush. This is a new tomorrow that you're not meant to. That is not meant to be revealed to you now. But it is grand, and it's like magically bringing a lot of wealth and a lot of the dreams that you wanted in a much bigger scale. Like, yeah, it's otherworldly, as we saw with the High Priestess. It's otherworldly in a different dimension, in a different way, something completely different. I don't know how you're going to get this opportunity and what is going to happen exactly. That's to be known in next year's reading, perhaps. Or maybe you're going to know by October. You won't even wait. Maybe the reading will be released by October or by that time, I'm sure. Reading or not. I'm just joking, by the way. You will know your way in October. And you'll be walking away into your new magic, my dear pal number 3. Remember this, because you are about to transform your life. You're ending one small cycle and beginning a whole new grand one. This time with the tree, it's foundational to your success. The tree has very stable roots, and it stands upright no matter what type of wind or, mostly it stands upright for years and years and years to come. So you're going to enter into a new phase that is very grounded, has a strong foundation, is untouchable, and the scales here are way bigger than what you were imagining in the first place, in all ways. So yeah, this is totally a different opportunity. When this happens, know that you've just, my dear friend, ended a cycle and you're about to begin something completely magical, even during the next year as you walk out towards it. But you'll find out more of what it is towards the end of next year, my dear pile number 3. Wow, what a magical reading here. But there's a strong end here. You're keeping your wealth and you're moving away to something amazing. And this is why you have the shadow and the light. Something that you may not like will lead you into your path, into your light. My dear pile number 3, this was your reading. It's nothing short of magical. May you always be blessed. That was amazing. And I'm wishing you all the best of luck in the next year to come. May you always be blessed and may you always achieve the things that your heart wants. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 3. This book can really help you out in your journey for years and years to come. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, it was such a pleasure doing your reading for you. Thank you for tuning in, and most importantly, all the best of luck. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. We are going to take a look at your next year in detail. Ooh, and to do that, as you can see, we've divided your reading into 3 parts. First part of the year, second and third. And the way we're doing that is that we're dividing the year into 3-4 months, from January to April, from May to August, and from September to December. And this is to allow us to give more months to see. It will allow us to see energy forming of what is going on during the year in a much easier way and a more detailed way, I believe, this way. Right, let's take a look at the first part of your year from January to April. And by the way, there are scammers impersonating me down in the comment section. They pretend to be me. They even have my name and logo and everything, and they ask you guys to WhatsApp them, or they ask you to email them for readings. I never contact anyone for readings, so make sure you either ignore them or you report them. Okay, so excited about your reading, my dear pile number 4. Let's see what's going on in the first part of your year. Wow. Starting off, we have, let me adjust that, the flame. How interesting. Okay, you also have crescent waxing water moon with instinct. Ooh, something is on fire here. Let's see. You're really motivated, super motivated about something. You have Venus in Pisces with submission. So you're submitting to that call. And you have Tulip, great passion. Do you see? You're very passionate about something in the beginning of your year. You feel like this is the year. You're probably taking yourself out of a situation where you feel stuck. You're going to roam free. And you're so passionate, you're full of desire to reach the top of something, to do something powerful. So cool, my dear pile number 4. You're starting off the year, at least the first 4 months, with great motivation. With the pyramid here, I feel like the flame is increasing exponentially as you move throughout the months and not decreasing. Oh, so you have the Two of Cups. This is the after tarot. All right. Two of Cups. No, this is the before tarot. So you're about to come together with something at the beginning of your year. All right? Come together with something, forming something. It could mean as well, you have the Hanged Man. You've just reached a very strong realization. And you are about to shift your life because of it. Ooh, big energy here. You have the Empress card. Again, this is the before tarot. Right? So you might have other responsibilities, but I feel like you might be changing directions or something. Or finding what your true calling, what you feel, respecting as well what you want is the idea here. Wow, you have the Page of Swords. You know, again, the Page of Swords is getting ready to do something. Interesting. You have the King of Cups. Again, the King of Cups is about to receive something. See, you're preparing for something here. Again, Three of Wands, you're about to embark on a new journey. That's the Three of Wands. And you got a message here. Perhaps that's a spiritual message, because we see that dove on top of the Empress, which tells me that you have found your calling. Ooh, again, the Emperor is about to sit on their throne. They're all cards showing that you're about to do something. Unbelievable. And the Ace of Wands, you're about to begin something, and a new beginning, right? So we can clearly see, especially that you were drawn to the before tarot, that in the first part of your year, you have a lot of passion. You're very determined about freeing yourself and finally sitting on your throne, to do what you want to do, to nurture maybe your own thing in your spiritual path. So yeah, you have a change of mind, a change of heart here, and you begin something anew, obviously, something powerful, because we have the Empress and the Emperor in conjunction with each other. So you're showing your creativity and your business skills here. And these 4 months, it's all about forming something which you will succeed to form, obviously, by that time. And you'll either start or you'll be very close to launching something in the first 4 months. This will depend on who's listening. Some people will launch it right away, and some of you will be taking the necessary steps to begin that. This could also mean that you will be beginning something. It's established. Oh, you will be beginning something. It's established. You've changed your life in the first 4 months, but you're waiting to receive the benefits of the hard work, the beginning benefits of the hard work that you put in. With this message, I feel like you're getting information on how to start maybe receiving what you were looking forward to. Like, for example, let me give you an example of what I'm trying to get at. Let's say you started a new company here, right? And you started your own company and you got your first client. You are now getting ready to start sitting down and doing what you know best, right? You start working on it, and towards the end of the 4 months, you've done a great job. You're very passionate. You've done something solid, beautiful, perfect. You've taken good care of it. You've taken good care of business. And now you are waiting to receive the benefits of what you've done. And so you get instructions by perhaps the company that you've done this work for, that maybe they need your ID, they need your bank account, they need a couple of procedures. Perhaps it's bureaucratic organization or something. They need you to do certain things in order for you to receive your money for what you have done. So I see you do that, preparing that, and you are about to receive the finances, the big cut at least of your finances in the second part of your year. Yeah, you're waiting for that big cut to come in, that big money share at least to come in the second part of the year, which is May. Yeah. The great news is that you were motivated, and it wasn't the type of motivation where you are, you want to do something the first couple of days and then it dies off. No. You're motivated. You put in the work. You actually changed your life. You created something very solid here. And you shifted your life as a consequence of this new beginning. You are starting to experience your world in a very different way in the first part of your next year than any time before. Your world has changed. The way you do business has changed. The way you do your service has changed. Everything has changed for you in the first part of your year next year. It's like, how when you see your lover for the first time, there are all sorts of butterflies and excitement and a new type of falling in love, and your reality changes all of a sudden. You know that song that says 24 little hours, how things change in such a little time. That's the type of energy that I see here for you, where your whole reality is changing because of the strong steps that you've been taking. And in the first 4 months, you experience life in a very different way. It feels good. It's exciting. You love it. Maybe your work environment is so different from your environment in the past. You're loving, with the King of Cups, the ambiance, that you're in, the way you do your work. It's in the same wave and beat of your heart. You're really loving your year, my dear pile number 4, in the very beginning, in the first 4 months. And with the pyramid here, you're building a strong foundation, something that's not rookie, something that will be very respected and will stay there for you moving forward. It's not like a small business that may or may not work. No, that's not the energy that we see here. This is coming from experience, someone who knows what they're doing, and you're creating a strong foundation. This time now it's for you. Remember when we said you used to have a lot of responsibilities? It was for others. Now it's time for you to follow your path and do what speaks to you. Not that you don't like others, because they're being presented as your children here. So you could really care and love about what you're doing. But now you want to look out for you, my dear pile number 4. Wow, that is so cool. I'm so pumped for you. I wish you all the success and power that I see here in your cards for you. May you achieve wonderful results right off the bat as soon as you begin. And my dear pile number 4, loving this energy for you. It's like plug and play for you. You have all the experience, you're plugging it, and you're like doing this very well. The only thing that I'm seeing is that you're waiting for the results. Now you've done everything, you've sat on your throne, and you're waiting for the results to come up. Beautiful. So now let's take a look at the second part of your year, my dear pile number 4. So far we're seeing all about this new beginning, this new business beginning. Wonder what's going to come up in the second part. Okay, so my dear pile number 4, you have, ooh, the sword. Let me adjust that. Straight away, I'm seeing that it's going to be a part of your year where there is a lot of highs, but also a lot of things that you're learning and growing from with the Sun card here. Let's see. Okay, so you have Stone with the 4th moon mansion that is ruled by Mercury and Saturn in Taurus. Okay. So you're setting something in stone. I would believe with the sword, this again has to do with your business. Now it's registered. Things are set in stone. Perhaps everyone knows about you. Yeah, it's established, right? So, which is normal because, you know, with every success in the world, it's not a straight arrow, it's ebbs and flows, right? Some things that will surprise you will turn out to be magnificent, and other things will make you see where your weaknesses are and help you improve. Always moving up and forward. Your establishment is set in stone. Everything has a system now, and your only way is to go up. We see an upward movement. You have the moon in Aquarius with independence. And you have, ooh, firecracker with excitement. Isn't this amazing? So independence tells me that our understanding of what you were doing in the first part of your reading was correct. You're going solo. You're so excited because now you're very well established. People know who you are. And you're excited because you're growing. You're really growing. Let's see what this shadow part wants to tell us. But overall, it's going amazing, pile number 4, like any healthy business in the world. Ups and downs and ups and downs. Okay, so starting off, we have the High Priestess. We also have the Death card. All right. You have the 3 of Cups, and you see they're preparing for a celebration here. You have the 4 of Cups that is in the Before Tarot. Interesting 4 of Cups. First time we see the 4 of Cups satisfied and drinking, which means that you haven't been feeling satisfied for a very long time, and now you're really happy with your world, happy with your life. You're drinking from your own arm, from what you're squeezing, what you're doing, meaning you're drinking from your own work. Yes. You also have the 3 of Swords. You anticipating things before they happen. I see. This is actually pretty cool. It's way cooler than I thought. And you have the 6 of Cups again in the Before Tarot. So much preparation made with love. You know, the 6 of Cups gives the vibe of home owned or one person owned, cozy place. You have the 8 of Pentacles. So much coziness here, being very proud of what you've done, and hanging up your achievements, decorating your own place. Yeah, making it cozy, making it nice. You're so happy with what you've established. And you have the King of Swords about to receive something here. Okay, so the great news is I was pretty worried about this this shadowy side of the sword, but I did see the sun, so I felt like you're learning so many things. But now I'm seeing it in a much clearer, more focused way as the cards are laid on the table. Here I'm actually seeing you have the experience, that's the cool part, to speculate the type of trouble that could be coming in and hitting it before it hits you. The high priestess shows me one of two things. Either you have so much knowledge, and by knowledge here it's secret knowledge, only a few people know it, and perhaps you know it because of your past experience at work, and it is that type of knowledge that is helping you save yourself from things that could have hit you, but because you're very well prepared, you know what to do from the very beginning, you know, you're very well established, these things don't hit you, and you're excited because you're doing things right on your own, and you love that. You can see your professionalism, and you're growing out as a result very quickly. Your situation is transforming, and you're hitting one milestone after the next, celebrating one after the next. And soon you'll be receiving a high form of power in your industry, right? Because you're growing so fast, because specifically of your experience. Now, the other thing could be the exact same story, same scenario, but it doesn't necessarily mean your past experience. This could mean that you are a person with high intelligence, very strong intuition, and you have a very good eye. You like to think about things deeply and plan for it well before you begin. So you're very well equipped and prepared because you think about things very wisely, very deeply. You think about what the obvious and the things that are unobvious. And because you're so well prepared, when it does hit you, you've already, with the sun here, planned for it. And so hence it is the same situation where you're prepared, you're hitting it straight in the bud. It's making you stronger. Again, you're transforming and growing quickly because you thought about this very well. And again, I see you in a cozy environment, hitting one milestone after the next, after the next, after the next. And very quickly, during the second part of your year, you're on top with the King of Swords. You are ahead of your industry, or amongst the people who are renowned in your industry. Isn't this so cool? I see that this is a phase with so much celebration, so much excitement. You're happy that you're able to do all of these things on your own. So cool. You're very happy of tasting the sweet fruits of your labor. My dear pile number 4. So excited for you. Now, we did see that in the first part of your reading, you were waiting for money. I see that happening. You're getting now head to tail, you know. You finish a project, you get money for it, you prepare for the next, and you get money for it, and so on. It doesn't stop from then on. You start getting month after month after month, you know, your payments, and yeah, you're making a lot of money on your own, my dear pile number 4. That's exactly what I see for you here. As we saw with the Hanged Man, how your world is shifting, again, we see a huge transformation in your life and in your business in specific. Yeah, it's very focused on your business. There's a second stage, second level to your business in the second part of the year. It's growing even more. Yeah, imagine if you had, let's say, a small, nice, beautiful, cozy shop that was professional yet very homey and sweet. And you just had one small place. Let's say all of a sudden people love what you do, love the product that you're providing. And so many people get to know about you, and you get many orders, and there's a rush, and you finish your products, and now you have to double and triple and quadruple what you are selling, and now you have to hire more people to meet that type of demand. And across the street you see a bigger shop on sale, for rent or on sale, whatever it is, and you're like, wow, I couldn't imagine paying that rent in the past, but now I can, and I need that space to take my employees there and to be able to have the space to display my things and for people to come in, that large number of people to be able to come in. And so now you're transforming your business. It's no longer that beautiful little cozy sweet shop. It's a much bigger shop that is very attractive, more professional, more people are helping in, and it's growing. And now you're one of these big shops in that main street. Everyone knows your name. Everyone knows what you are. You're getting popular and people are loving what you're presenting. That's the type of energy that I see for the second part of your year. My dear pile number 4, I'm not seeing much outside of your business in your specific reading, as I've done with the others. I see mostly you being focused and giving so much love and care to building something on your own, pile number 4. At least the first 2 parts of the year, from January up until August. Let's see what's going on for you, my dear pile number 4, from September to December. One thing I will point out: in the second part of your year, you're reaping the fruits of your labor, you're drinking it, you're spending, you're enjoying, making money on your own. And that's a wonderful thing, my dear pile number 4. I can really see your excitement and your happiness and pride in doing something that you love so much. All right, let's see what's going on for you from September to December. Okay, let's see what's going on. You have the shape shifter, the black moon, earth with economy. Wow, shapeshifter and economy. Ooh la la, this is big energy. You're taking a small business into medium, into something grand here. You know, there is a economical term, economy scale. Yeah, economy scale. Economies of scale, which tells me as energy, you're shaping and shifting your industry. You're making so much money, it seems. Your reading is all about this business that you're creating. It seems like this is your whole focus next year. And my God, are you going to make something grand and shape and shift things, obviously, in your industry, and create a lot of wealth in the way out of it. This is an understatement. Seems like humongous business here. You have Venus in Sagittarius with flirtation. You have the throne. Yeah, position of authority. See, that's what I'm seeing. You are in a very high position here, meaning your business could be seen as a top notch in your industry. You have a big name. It's considered as a very reputable brand, and people just love it. I see with flirtation, people flocking to get either your service or your product here. Wow. Yeah, flocking. People love, they love your name. It's considered very reputable and sought after. Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the Two of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. You have the Hierophant, and you see the crowning here. You're being positioned as a highly professional person, someone who's very knowledgeable, someone who others look up to. Wow. What are you doing, pile number 4? Wow, all the best of luck with that. You have, unbelievable, the Justice card. See, obviously you really care about your business and what you're doing. This Justice card is holding on to a dove. I know it's the before tarot, but what I'm seeing in this card is that it's not just all about what's right, what's wrong, business, and you know, you have a very spiritual soul to you. It's like you are just, you are very professional, but you also have a high sense of righteousness to you. You also want to do the right thing. So let's say, for example, the industry uses a certain material and you know it's not good for the environment, or it's not good for people, it's not right, you're not going to use it. If you have a right to take something, but you feel even though legally you can, but it's not right, you're not going to take it. Yeah, we see your attitude towards, you know, doing the right thing. This, despite you being able to get away with things, is also giving you a lot, not just a reputation, but credibility. They're giving you a lot of credibility. Yeah. There's a lot of credibility. Yeah. So you have the Wheel of Fortune. Can you see that? No. There we go. You have the Wheel of Fortune. The Nine of Swords. You have the Four of Pentacles. Wow. It's like, you know, that that quote, say no more and take my money, you know? Everyone wants to do business with you. You have the King of Pentacles. Obviously, yeah, the amount of wealth, we've seen that is on a whole different level now. It's more on the type of wealth a multi-company would do. I know that's exaggerated, but it's not that, but it's very close. You're gonna be making, I would say, millions. Even my dog conquered. And ooh, you have strength. Okay, so what is going on here from September to December? That's a whole different type of energy and level and something else here. Wow. So obviously your position is very strong. You're seen as in a very different light. You are the biggest or one of the biggest names in your industry towards the end of the year. You always knew what you were doing. And talk about fortune. See, it's a different type of fortune level. We're talking millions here. You're not making money by the hundreds or the thousands or the 100,000s, perhaps as you were in your mid year. No, here we're talking, maybe you have to change some legal paper. You're going grand. Maybe you're selling all over the world with this scale of economies. Yeah, finances are on a whole different ball game. And so your position is very, very, very strong. I do see a situation here, we'll get to it in a second, but demand is at all-time high. Everyone wants to deal with you, pile number 4. So magnificent time of your life, and who knows what's to come yet moving forward from that. Very strong pile. Pile number 4 is always a super strong pile on this channel. Very impressive, big energies. I'm wishing you the best here. Now, 2 of Pentacles and 9 of Swords. You're taking a very critical decision. Towards the end of the year, you have to make a very important decision. And you're kind of worried about it here. You're worried, should I take that decision? I want to make that move because it's towards my dream. But what if I spoil something if I take it? Let's get more clarification on what this decision is here. shapeshifter. You want to shift maybe something. But people got used to what you're doing. Perhaps we'll shuffle and see. So what is this critical decision that pile number 4 is taking, please? Oh, yes, I see. Is taking here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I feel this one as well. 5. Okay. So you have 3 of Cups. Okay. High Priestess. The Moon cards. You were able to pinpoint some danger here. Perhaps danger that could hurt you later on in your journey. Again, using your intuition, what you're good at, your wisdom, your intelligence. You pinpointed some danger that could happen in the future. You have the Lover's card. And you have the 8 of Swords. Wow. You have your hands tied somehow, but you know it's dangerous for some reason. Oh yeah, YouTube rules. Hold on. There we go. The High Priestess holds the keys to wisdom. So in all cases, you're going to find your way out of this. You have your hands tied mentally, meaning you have a grand opportunity here and everyone's already celebrating you getting into it, but you kind of feel that it might not be really talking to your moral or ethical standards. And so, but it's a grand opportunity that will really take you somewhere else and will allow you to do so many things you love, perhaps. But you're standing with your morals. And so the way you're going to do this, it seems like with the High Priestess, of course, more is to come. We don't know full details in this reading about how you're going to do it or what's going to happen. But I do see that you're finding a wise way to go about it. With the fire here, I feel like you might be igniting something. Perhaps something that is different with so much wisdom and experience and knowledge that is helping you do it in a different way. All in all, you can see the dangers of this offer. You can see that it does not align with your values. And although in the beginning you will feel like you're stuck, you don't know what to do now, you will find a very wise way to go about it. Very interesting story. I was not expecting to see all of that, but you know, with every big business, it seems like there are big stories associated with it. You can see, it's like, again, since it's falling on the Justice card, again, this is who you are. Although legally it's right, you don't feel that it fits with your morals, and you're gonna stand by that, but you're not gonna drop it, but you are going to do something ingenious, it seems. Something, you know, the High Priestess signifies thinking ahead, progressive thinking, seeing what everyone doesn't see, having an open mind to think in a far bigger way than in the closed way people could be thinking with. You know, it's opening up the mind than being limited to certain types of thoughts or rules, going beyond that and thinking of other ways of doing things. That's what I see here for you. That's very big energy that I see for you in the third part of your year. You're not going big, you're not going bigger, you're going multi-grand type of level. My dear pile number 3, I wished I could see other areas of your life, but really your reading this year was absolutely focused on this new establishment that is going to go viral. It seemed that's going to go out of hand big. And I wish you all the best of luck, my dear pile number 4. Good luck with 2023. May you always have the best, my dear pile number 4. Love you so much and wishing you the best. If you've enjoyed your reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Also, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure you check out my other channel. It's the first link in the description box. And please, don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 4. This book could really help you out in this amazing journey that you're taking next year. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, very simply, all while enjoying the process. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 4, have I enjoyed listening to your watching? Well, I was listening and watching too, right? Have I enjoyed watching the energy of your reading immensely, and I wish you the best of luck in what's to come in 2023. Love you guys very much, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.